Hey, I want to jump on really quick to talk about this theory of mine because it's on my mind and I'm thinking about it just now, and so I'm going to make a quick video about it and see if anyone else agrees or has that same theory in their mind. But it's basically the Dan, Nick, and Ken Ryan theory, which means that, in my opinion, my theory is that the whole time Gypsy was with Nick was her boyfriend, it was never just Nick. Dan Glidewell was always also there too, and she was always in communication with Dan the entire relationship she had with Nick. And Dan was really the one she wanted because he was kind of just out of reach, okay? And Nick was someone that she used to, maybe occupy her time, give her attention, because Dan wasn't always there for her because he was busy, probably because he had a family of his own. I think he was married or he was getting a divorce and he had a kid and all this stuff, so he was busy. And I think that Ryan and Ken is the same situation, that Ken was always there. Ken never went away. Ryan was just her second person that she had to have to be there for her, like on a daily basis, to talk to and to make Ken jealous maybe. But Ken was always just out of reach. He was doing his own thing. He had other women, but Ken's really the one she wanted, and she was still always in contact with him the whole time she was in a relationship with Ryan. That's what Gypsy does, and I think that because I believe that Gypsy is, she has a narcissistic personality disorder, and I believe she is what they call a malignant narcissist. And those people, they always have multiple love interest and partners. They never have just one. They need at least 2 or 3 to make them happy because they enjoy the triangulation of it all, but they also need attention all the time. And so that's why they never just have one partner. So in my opinion, I think that Nick was just there because she needed someone there when Dan wasn't available. And Dan is the reason she wanted to get rid of Dee Dee, because Dee Dee didn't like Dan. I don't think Dee Dee had a problem with Nick. She didn't like Dan because she knew that Dan had a criminal record and he was way too old for her. So Dan was always the one she wanted when she was with Nick, and Ken was always the one she wanted when she was with Ryan. Ken also, he's been arrested before. He has a mugshot. I've seen it. So it's all just, she repeats, rinse and repeat with Gypsy. It's a pattern. She's always going to live through this pattern. That's my opinion. What do you guys think?